Today I'm making a lazy cabbage roll type casserole. I chopped the cabbage really fine in my Cuisinart because my family is not big on cabbage, so if I can hide it, all the better. I ground up some ground beef and I'm going to throw that in there. So there's the ground beef in there, and I diced them some onions. I'm just going to stir that around. There's onions everywhere. Oh, onions. Even though I used my Cuisinart to chop them up, they're still burning my eyes. I'm going to use a whole jar of home-canned diced tomatoes, or quartered tomatoes. And then I'm going to put 4 cups of rice, and then eventually 8 cups of water. And then I'm going to use some tomato paste in there. There we go. Stir that all up. So you want to make sure there's at least twice as many cups of water as there is rice, because the rice is getting cooked in here. You could use already cooked rice, then you wouldn't have to use hardly any water. I'm doing it in my big huge roaster, as I hope to make enough for leftovers or to make a soup with it tomorrow. So I'm going to put some chicken bouillon powder to basically flavor the water, so it's not just plain water. And I find it brings enough salt and other flavors. Instead of water, you could have used chicken broth too, home canned broth. But that's basically it. It looks kind of sloppy right now, but it will taste kind of lazy cabbage roll once it's cooked. I'm just going to cook it, and I'll show it to you when it's done. Before we're done, I was going to do some garlic, because we like garlic. I'll spread that around. There we go. And put some pepper, because I won't need to put salt, or I'll taste it later if I need to, but the salt in the bouillon powder I think will be enough. And there we go. It's done. Now I just gotta put the lid on and forget about it, at least for an hour or so, and I'll see you in an hour if it's done. So this is all done. The rice is cooked, and it tastes quite good, but it's kind of bland for my family. So, but it tastes like a cabbage roll or porcupine balls, just not as tomatoey. But what I'm gonna do is put a bit of Cajun spice that I mixed a while ago. I will do a recipe on making some spice blends soon, because this one's almost done. I'm putting a bit of Cajun spice to give it a little bit of heat. You don't have to do that. I just like a little bit of spice. As well as I'm turning it down from cooking. And I'm putting some cheese on half of it. Just in case my family is not fond of the cheese. That's just mozzarella that I put in the food processor. Oh. On most of it, but not because I don't want my family not to eat it. But a little bit of cheese makes anything taste really good. So, this whole meal, the ground beef cost about $4, $4 or $5. The rice, let's say $1, because I used 4 cups. The can of tomatoes, I processed them myself, so they were maybe about 50 cents, but if I was going to use a regular can of tomatoes, let's say $1. So that's now, say $7. This cheese was a cheese ball for $2, so $9. And then the spices and onion. Oh, the cabbage was $1. So for $10, I made this amount of food, which will feed my family of 4 at least 2, possibly 3 times. So it's going to feed at least 12 servings. At least 10. And this is just going to stay warm and melt the cheese. And that's it. We're going to, since it's Halloween, we'll probably go have this and then maybe a salad. If we feel up to it. My kids will probably have a snack before trick-or-treating and then eat this afterwards. Or they might eat this before, and then Daddy and I will eat this afterwards. And that's about it. So this is a frugal meal that anybody can do. Look, you have it. You got the vegetables and the ground beef and the rice. Doesn't look great, but tastes good. Yummy. I give it a thumbs up. And here's my bowl. So far so good. Yummy. Here's what's left after my girls had some. So at least 2 meals of all of us eating. My husband's not home yet, so we'll eat. Again, I'm just grabbing a little bit something since I have to go walking with my youngest. Need to have some energy. But look, yummy. I think I'll be having to put cheese on the other half there. As my 2 daughters said, of course we like cheese. So far, it's a big hit. Yay! I like frugal meals. Especially if I can use really cheap ingredients and spread out. As you saw how much meat I used. That's maybe about a pound or 2, maybe max. So, thumbs up. Comment below if you try it or do something different. I'll probably add more hot sauce to mine because, well, I like hot sauce.